Hello and welcome back to Heart for the Community Initiatives 2022 Black Business Spotlight. This is our second year in a row doing this thing during Black History Month, trying to let this region and this state know who our Black business owners are. And let me tell you, there is an explosion that is happening this year. Now I'm gonna need y'all to work with me because on my notification, I said this was episode 7. Y'all, it was late when I did that. This really is episode 8. And I had problems with math when I was a little boy. I was a little slow until I got a little help. So y'all forgive me. This is episode 8. I know the notification says 7, and you see my cousin laughing at me. She laughing because she know I was one of the little waterhead kids for a little while. No, I'm messing with y'all. This is episode 8. We're so glad to be in episode 8. This has been tremendously successful. From the feedback that we're getting, we're seeing that the audience is really being helped and our business owners are being helped. Let me tell you something. There's some business going on behind the scenes with several of these business owners who have been on our platform. So for the live audience right now, I would like for you to do us all a favor. If you could begin to share this live broadcast to your platforms. And I'm going to tell Lady Locksmith and Army, if y'all want to take a moment while I'm talking, you can go to the Heart for the Community Facebook page, or you can go to my Facebook page, or you can go to YouTube to Carl's Conversations. You can even go to Twitter, Carl Armstrong. You can snatch it and you can start sharing while I'm running my mouth. If you begin to tag people and start to share, this will let people know that we're on. And we've learned that when you tag, a lot of times people will pick up and they'll start listening and they'll learn something about your business. I got a friend just a moment ago when we first went live. She was contacting me from El Paso, Texas. All right. And so she's way in El Paso, Texas, and she's understanding the broadcast that was just on at 7 o'clock. Heart for the Community is smoking tonight. We had our Black History Live at 7 p.m. and that was hosted by Pastor Gary Holland. He's one of our board members of Heart for the Community. We work together also with Enough. And now we're coming right back at 8 o'clock with episode 8 of the 2022 Black Business Spotlight. This is awesome. So don't forget to share. Don't forget to tag your family and friends. Don't worry, they won't think that we're weird. Listen, this episode tonight, we are highlighting the 757. Now, if you looked at your notification, you saw there were 4 businesses that were listed. Only 2 are here right now. You got to know that things happen. Well, what happened is those businesses have to do business. They got orders from my understanding, and they are working. So we wish them well. And when Army gets the microphone, she's going to tell us who they are. But here is the opportunity that I am going to give someone tonight. Listen now, listen. If you are a Black business owner in the 757 area code, and you're ready to come on the air with us right now and tell us something about your business and join this conversation, I want you to put a comment in the comments. Tell me who you are, and I'm going to shoot you the link so you can come on with us if you're bold enough. If you're a Black business owner in the 757, because we had 2 tonight that dropped off, they were not able to join us. I'm going to do something. I've never done this before. I've never said, hey, I'm going to send you this link while I'm live on TV. And if you're ready to come and promote your business and you think you can do it in a professional manner, you let us know. Throw something in that chat so we can see who you are. And I'll find you on Facebook. I can send you a message and I can let you in. All right. So there's an opportunity. That's all I can do is lead you to the water. You got to drink. And if you got a business that you want everybody to know about, you don't get many opportunities like this. And I'm not going to charge you a dime. All right. So listen, we have Army back. She was with us last week. She did an amazing job. She told us all about ACEs, and we got a chance to see, to hear about all this good cooking, this good soul food. She is going to release something new to us today. She brought along with her Lady Locksmith. I just told Lady Locksmith before we went on the air, I have never in all of my 50 years seen a Black female locksmith. So, sweetheart, I am seeing this for the first time, and maybe many of our audience are seeing it for the first time also. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to allow these ladies to introduce themselves. We're going to start with Lady Locksmith. And then we're going to go to Army, and Army is going to give us some information. So, Lady Locksmith, here you go, my dear. Take yourself off of mute and tell the people something about you and your business.
Hi, hi. I am a lady locksmith, of course. Stumbled into this business by mistake, but somehow I've really enjoyed it. Um, the focal point of my business is automotive. Um, I found that a lot of people really didn't understand their vehicles. Mechanics didn't understand what was happening and why troubleshooting always went wrong and things were never rectified. Keys didn't start cars, cars just didn't start, even after alternators, batteries. And the more I researched it, the more I found that it was on the security side. And just in my quest to find a resolution to make it easier for customers to save money and pinpoint the problem without um, one of their biggest assets being laid up, it really required me digging deeper into it and finding out that keys are a big part of cars. It's not the batteries, it's not the gas, it's, security. And a lot of people really think keys are $4 um, pieces of equipment when they are much larger pieces of the puzzle in order to get this car going. And my job is really focused around making sure people understand and having a spare and not being caught in a predicament where if you go fishing and you throw your key off the pier that you're really out back until either the dealership can get to you or you can find a locksmith that's available to get to you. So my focal point is preventative locksmithing, not just going in when everything's gone wrong. So I try to encourage everybody to come visit me in Portsmouth, if possible, to my shop and get a key made in advance.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you, I'm going to be in town this weekend, and I'm going to be calling you because I need to get a key made in advance. So you just got my business. All right. All right. I got
Okay.
your number. I'm going to call you now. I'll be there Saturday.
Okay.
All right. We
Okay.
thank you. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Lady Locksmith. We're coming back to you in just a moment. Army, come on, reintroduce yourself to this audience and tell them something about yourself and all this new stuff you got going on.
Can you see me?
I can see you and I can hear you.
I can't see me, so I don't know what I look like, but I'm gonna talk.
There you go.
Um, Again, my name is Army. My company is Aces Catering and Events. I have been cooking for 20, 30 years now. My original company, of course, Aces, has been the forefront to all of my cooking events, all of my private dinners, private events, and so forth. During the episode, the first episode you had some young ladies there that were very inspiring to me. And I listened to a lot of the key points that they had spoke on during the broadcast. And, it gave me encouragement to step out. We all have thoughts and aspirations about things that we want to do in the future, but sometimes certain words will push you and send you exactly where you need to be. So, with that being said, I decided that I would further my business, and now I am offering services to teach others. I will be offering classes virtually. And in addition to virtual classes, I will also offer some in person, face to face, one on one training classes. Um, I love cooking. As I said before, this is me, everything about me, the hospitality, the opportunity to meet with individuals, share my gifts. Of course, I love people to give me positive feedback on the food that I do prepare. And food has been holistic for me. And I feel like teaching others will maybe give them an outlet to stress and other factors that may cause us some hardships in life. Cooking has been the therapy that was most effective for me, and many individuals don't even realize the true benefits to cooking, because as I said before, it's not all about digestion. It is mental as well as physical, and it gives you the ability to create anything that you want to create. It is a bonding time. It is a good time. And this is the best time to do it right now. Like I said, during the pandemic, we all need to find creative ways to broaden our businesses. You know, COVID has put a damper on a lot of things. People are scared to be out here. I'm sometimes scared to be out here, but I am offering this opportunity to see me virtually or see me in person to give you that one-on-one teaching that I just would love to share with the world. I can't put it any other way. All of the classes will be offered in the evening, as I do work a full-time job. But this is my trade, this is my passion, and I want to share these traits and gifts with others at this point. The name of my business is Cooking with Mimi. It is personal and it is amazing, and I am welcoming the public to join me on my quest and my new journey, my new chapter, and learn a few things from me. So I welcome everyone to sign up. I have a new website that's coming, and you can reach me through there or through my email or by the number that is listed on the broadcast.
That is awesome. So we got some new stuff going on. For the first time I've seen a black female locksmith, and now we got Cooking with Mimi. So not only will she serve and prepare you a delicious meal, but for the right registration price, you can be taught.
That's right.
I'm loving this. Listen, I want to thank you for my audience that is on YouTube. And those YouTubers are on the Carl's Conversations channel. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate you. Also, thank you for those who are viewing us by way of Twitter, and they're on the Carl Armstrong Twitter page. And for you that are with us on the Heart for the Community Initiative Facebook page, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have been awesome. I want the audience to feel free to comment and ask questions. While you have these business owners here, this is your opportunity to pick their brain, right? You don't have to go sit into a seminar. We're going to do this and we'll be wrapping up about another 45 minutes or less so you can get the information that you need. And I'm going to say this one more time. If there is a business owner in the 757 who is watching this and you think that you are ready to accept the challenge to come up here tonight live and promote your business, I want you to put your information in the chat so I can send you the link to come into the studio, and we're gonna put you on tonight. Let's see if anybody is bold enough to do it. Okay, ladies, here are some questions for you, and I'm gonna start with Lady Locksmith. I want to know your story, Lady Locksmith. I mean, you told us a little bit when you were first starting, but I mean, how did you go from having this idea and this information about what your business could be to actually doing it? What was the first thing you did? I mean, did you go look up and see how you could be incorporated? Did you go buy some equipment? There are a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines that want to know, how did you do it?
Well, I tell a lot of people it was a very expensive hobby. It was a hobby. It was more or less looking for the way to um, get people's cars. I remember the first customer I really tried to assist, and it wasn't my job. It was my partner's job, and he is a mechanic, and trying to help him with Hyundai, and the woman was on a fixed income, and just the all the money she had spent, and nothing was starting her car, and it was just, the more I researched, the more I realized it was her security system. And then I realized what needed to be done in order to reset the security system. And then I started buying the things that, would make this job work, just to at least give her a sense of closure so that she could drive to her doctor's appointment. She was an elderly woman. And from that point, it was just the quest for more knowledge, because if that's what it took, and a lot of people had the same issue over and over, I just kept purchasing products, and I was at home and I was reading and I was late night researching. And then after really getting into it, I was financially invested. And then I realized, oh shoot, I've got to go to school. And then it was, oh shoot, I need to, I need to understand how to work this equipment. And so it was just years of practicing my craft. And the more I purchased, the more I loved it and the deeper I got. And so I tell a lot of people it was just a very expensive hobby, which I was passionate about. And therefore I continued. And the more I continued it, and it just is where my heart is.
Wow. How long have you been in business?
I've been in business for 5.5, 6 years.
Oh my God, you look
Mhm.
so young.
Don't tell my kids.
This is amazing. It is simply amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I
I
want you to
have a
know how,
son.
I
I
want
have
you
a
to know,
son who's a locksmith, and he works with me also, and he's 20. So he is
hold
a
on.
a,
I
a
gotta,
well-trained locksmith, and he probably works with one of the hardest locksmiths there is in the business, his mama.
did you have him when you were 5?
Yes. If you asking, yes.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for sharing that. This is really
Mhm.
important for our audience. We have people who are looking, and they're trying to understand, how did you start?
Mm.
Was it easy? Was it hard? So for some
It,
people, they have tremendous ideas, but they're just stuck. You know what I mean? And when you guys tell your stories, you kind of unlock it.
Yeah, you just have, I mean, for me, it was just more or less pressing forward through the misunderstandings and the quest for knowledge. And sometimes I had to sit it down for days or weeks, or, equipment I didn't understand, but I was um in over my head on it. I'd say financially in over my head, scared that I didn't make the right decision. And I gave it a couple days and then went back and touched it again. And a little bit, each day, little by little, it made more sense. And I didn't go in with the expectation of making a lot of money. I went in with the expectation of healing a problem. It wasn't really the car or the person or the situation. It was just more so just making it all whole.
Right.
And when I see the problem, I have to figure out the parts of the puzzle. And what I do, and business in general to me is a service industry, and you have to make a person whole. If a person comes to you, they're coming because they need your expertise. And the job in itself is to really um, know your craft. Take the time and learn your craft so that when they come, you can lead them away with an answer in order to make them better than when they came. And that's the only goal. I might not get everything right, but I've been very fortunate, and I've had customers who are patient and understanding and kind. And that's all I
Wow.
can ask for in this business as I learn daily.
That is amazing. Thank you for that. I'm sure you just helped somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Army, you have an interesting story when it comes to this new rollout. And now, if I heard you correctly the last time you were on, I believe, if my memory serves me correct, I think you said it was that night that you decided you were going to roll this out. Is that correct? And if so, I just want you to tell us a little bit about that. You're on mute, my girl. There you
okay,
go.
and I can't see myself either, but it's
You,
fine.
you,
I'm,
you
I'm
look
gonna get
good,
through
baby. Don't worry about it. You look good.
this. It definitely was a spirit of the moment decision. After watching, like I said, the first broadcast and listening to where those young ladies started and how they ended up where they are, and then how far they are in their business ventures, it was motivation. Sometimes just being in the right environment and the right mindset, it can spark juices that have probably been flowing for a long time. However, it's just that one little nugget that'll take you further. And that's where it was. It was a spirit of the moment thing. And I prayed on it. And when I got up, it was still in my mind. So then I started to strategically move to make that dream possible. Everything starts with a thought, maybe an idea, but it takes execution to begin. We can all accomplish our dreams. I mean, here I'm at this age, and I never thought that I would be embarking on a new branch of catering. I like to cook, I like to deliver, I like to, deal with the public and extend hospitality. But sometimes we limit ourselves and not really give ourselves the opportunity to perform to our full capabilities. And I've often have people inbox me or ask me, what's in your food? Or what did you make this with? Or what did you make that with? And I'm like, I'm not going to share that with you, because then you're not going to buy my food. You're going to try to make it yourself. But, to be fair, they are purchasing from me. They're trusting me to provide them with a quality meal, with quality nourishment for their family. And I'm to the point where I can share my gifts. But with me sharing my gifts, I'm going to be compensated for it as well. And I want to share that quality time with individuals the same way that I get in here and I have my music and my good times, and I get in a vibe or in a mood. I can share that with others. It could be life changing for them as it has been life changing for me. And I am a pay it forward kind of person. So many people out here are scared to share their gifts, scared to help, scared to reach out. I'm not that person, because you can be blessed by blessing others. And I have actually been very fortunate in this chapter of my life to have family and friends that pushed me from a point that I never thought I would come back from. And
Wow.
with that being said, it was just such an amazing transformation for me, such a new me and new thing. If I can share that with someone, and if it don't impact but one person, my job is still done, because somebody did it for me. So I want to be that person to do it for somebody too.
All right, that is amazing. Now you just said something, and I want to capture that. You said something about paying it forward. Now, hope you don't mind me sharing this. When Mimi, yes, I'm going to call her Mimi. When she we were chatting after her appearance last time, and she was saying, "Hey, I got an idea. I have some people that I know that have been rocking with me, and I want to bring them on and give them some shine." Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay. And that is how Lady Locksmith got here. And so I'm so happy about that, because that's the spirit of what's been going on in this particular series this year. So many of the business owners have been helping not only their presumptive customers, they've also been helping the other business owners. And this has been awesome. And Smitty says, "I'm so glad that you are sharing your gift, so now you can share that barbecue recipe."
That is my daughter. That is my oldest. And she is in love with the barbecue. But like I told you, I've been keeping stuff top secret. I got to keep it top secret for a little while. She can join the class too.
All right, all right. Well, you heard that, daughter. You better come in there and watch. My mother will never give me her recipes, but she allows me to watch, and so that's how I get it. I watch. Well, ladies, I want to know this: what is the drive? And I'm going to start with you, Lady Locksmith. Do you mind me calling you that? Would you ever me call you Stephanie?
You can call me Stephanie. You can call me Lady Light. It doesn't much matter. Just
Okay.
don't call me late for dinner. Barbecue chicken, that is.
Okay, wonderful. Stephanie, Miss Lady Locksmith, what
Uh-huh.
is the thing that makes you so passionate about what you do? What is it about what you do that keeps you coming back through the frustration, through the pitfalls, through the ups and downs? What is it that makes you get up in the morning and continue to want to do what you do, and you loved it so much that you taught your son. Now
Yeah,
you
I
got a
do. I
20-year
do.
old who's a professional. I
Um,
want to know what that is.
Most of the time when people ask me that, my first response right off top is I am very passionate about not starving to death or,
Yes.
not being homeless. So let's just start there.
Okay.
But the passion in itself is the puzzle. Every day it is a new puzzle. I can do five of the same cars, but each car has its own set of issues because of how it's been treated, how the people have dealt with it, or the keys itself, or finding the best way to make um, the best use of customers' funds. Because what I do is not a dare I say, cheap process. It
Mhm.
is very, it's an investment. Investing in anything that goes to or on your vehicle is pretty costly. And so my job is to figure out the way to make it make sense. So every day I wake up looking for a resolution to that problem. And then just to get people back on the road so that they can get back to, not starving, being that, everybody's passionate about not starving and not being homeless. That is a lot of the driving force and emphasis on driving. So I've got to make sure that happens.
Well, let me ask you: do you do any lock services for homes, or is your specialty strictly automobiles?
Um, I do, but that's not where my passion lies. I love automotive, and sometimes you really have to hone in on where your skill can be used the best. I will, and I have done home and a lot of other services, but no, I am not as good as other people at that because I have not, honed that side of the craft. But when it comes to working on something that's got some wheels, you got me.
All right, that is awesome. That is awesome. All right, Army, I'm gonna ask you a similar question. The passion for this new venture. I know you told us a portion of the story, but I know that those thoughts didn't just start last week. Those thoughts had to start somewhere. What was the thing that kept you up to say, you know what, I have to roll this out? What was that thing?
Um, I've always wanted to create a legacy for my family, for my children. But the loss of my brother was substantial to me last year. And it just prompted all kinds of changes. And my brother was very business savvy. We always talked about different things that he would do, that I would do. And this is my opportunity to show him all the conversations and advice and arguments, disagreements, pats on the back. It's time for me to show my children and my brother and my family and others I am exactly who they think I am. Sometimes we can lose ourselves. And this is a point where I have definitely found myself and it's me against me at this point. And it was me coming back to the realization of I am a powerful force to be reckoned with. I am amazing with what I do. So this was almost like a stepping point. Sometimes in life we walk through in stride rights because we're stumbling, trying to learn the walk. But eventually you get tired of the stride rights because they're hard and they hurt. And you begin to walk on your own.
Mm.
And that's where I'm at right now. This is my time to stand up and take a stance and make something positive, make something pop, and just win. It's a good example to set for my children to let them know, hey, I don't care if you dream about something for 35 years. One morning you might wake up and you get the answer to make it work. And that's where I am right now.
Wow. Lady Loxip, I want to know, did you get a lot of blowback from maybe the males in your business? I would imagine now, I admit that I'm a novice when it comes to locksmithing, but like I said, you are the first black female locksmith that I've seen. I want to know, did you get any blowback, any pushback from the
Oh
brothers
man.
in your business?
Well, I will say no one hired me. That is why there's Lady Locksmith.
Oh my God.
Nobody wanted to hire me. So now they run with me. I run with them. They send jobs to me. I am their peer and not their employee. Um, and sometimes all it takes is realizing that there's no one willing to sign on with you for your dream or show you where to go. But if you decide you want something, no one can stop you from what it is that you have for you or what's for you. And the best thing they did for me was not hire me, because I would have still been their employee. I'd have been a great one, but I'm a better boss.
Right. At least you know that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, somebody
So,
asked a question last night, and I'm going to continue that tonight. Somebody asked the question, "What are you currently reading?" And I'll take that a little further. Not just what you're currently reading, but what type of information did you have to digest to get to where you are? Mimi, I'm gonna start with you first, and I'll come back to Lady Locksmith. Uh, what did you have to read to get to where you are?
I will tell you, reading is not my strong suit.
Hmm.
I am a visual and a audio person. I actually went to culinary school because I thought that I needed the credentials to go along with my craft. In culinary school, I found myself being subject to what a book said I should cook like. And that book is based off of not statistics or cultures. It's a book based on whoever wrote it, what their preference is. And I often found myself in disputes with the chef in the classroom. Oh well, you should blanch collards. I don't blanch collards. We cook them and we put smoked turkey in it and peppers and things like that. And you gonna tell me my way doesn't work? My way makes me money. So I can't say I read it. I absorbed some of the things that he was saying, but for me, I like to create my own world, do my own thing. You know, I go according to my taste buds, and sometimes I depend on others to give me feedback, especially my daughters. Well, mom, maybe you should do this or you should do that. I like to get an idea, or even if I see something that I like, I still want to customize it and put my own spin on it. So what I read is the Bible. I
All
listen to
right.
God's word, and I try to be a decent person. I can't sit here and tell you, oh, I'm the best Christian, I'm this and I'm that, but I have morals and I try to live right and I try to be fair. So the reading that I go by is my Bible, and my style is just whatever prompts me, whatever comes to mind, and whatever is relevant.
Well, that's great information because I'm sure there's some people in our audience who are not readers, and that was a great answer for them. There are all kind of ways to get information into us. But since that question was such a great question last night, I wanted to ask it again. Lady Locksmith, I'll go to you. What are you currently reading, or what did
oh,
you have to read to help you to get to where you are?
oh man. Currently, the book is actually called Speak You Also. So, everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has gone through some things that makes them question whether or not getting up that day is going to be productive or the best use of their time. And sometimes I found that staying home and staying in the bed is actually the cheapest way to live. But it's the motivation behind everything. It is um, positivity. And matter of fact, there's another book, The Positive Affirmations, speaking kind to yourself, speaking kind in general, putting positivity in the universe. That way you have something to pull back from, pull back on, and push yourself, propel forward on those days you don't have the energy to get up. And matter of fact, my 11-year-old just came in a few minutes ago and asked me about motivation. A mom, how do you get motivated to do something? And I told him that sometimes there is no motivation. It's knowing what has to happen. And matter of fact, it was less than 5 minutes, well, less than right at 10 minutes before logging on. And I said, there's no motivation. I said, when you have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, you're not motivated to do it. It's your job. So motivation is one of those very tricky things. Motivation is what you need when you do fun things, when you go skating, when you go hang with your friends, when you go to the club. When you have to do what you have to do, motivation is a luxury. It's not the requirement, it's the luxury. Sometimes you get fortunate enough to love what you do well enough to wake up motivated to do it. And all you have to do is do it long enough to find that it is your motivation to wake up. So just press forward, keep going down whatever path, and the better you get, the more positive you put into it, the more the motivation just comes to you just out of energy. A body in motion stays in motion. Therefore, apply that and everything else will come to you, you know.
Wow. I like that. Well, I'm going to ask y'all the $6 million question. Now, you're down there in the 757, and we know that nobody's heard of Mimi's new cooking school because she just unveiled it today. We
Mhm.
do know that people know about Lady Locksmith, but some more people are going to know after this
Mhm.
broadcast.
Mhm.
But there are many people who do what you do.
It is.
Okay, so what I want to know is if
Mhm.
I'm looking for somewhere to spend my money, and you're
Mhm.
going to get some this weekend, I'm looking for somewhere to spend my money.
Mhm.
Why would I choose Lady Locksmith over Bob's Locksmith? Why
Mhm.
would I choose Cooking with Mimi over Cooking with TT? What is it about what you do that makes you stand out and that would make people want to come and do business with you? Lady Locksmith, I'll start with you.
Well, I value your time. I have um, a really set timeline I like to stick to. Most of what I do should not take me more than 20 minutes unless it's a complicated process. We don't have time to sit and spend 6 hours getting a key made. 20 minutes is what I need in order to generate a key, program it, and send you out so that you can continue to do what you were doing. It should not be a full day where you have to sit down like let's say taking your vehicle to the Honda dealership and they want to, give you an oil change. So in order to make you feel okay, they have to give you a pedicure and a salon service. It's valuing the customer, understanding, respecting that they have things to do, but also giving them the best 20-minute break, because that's all it is. When you come, you get to sit, have a refreshment, which is on the house, a snack or a drink, and probably before you can even finish a snack, you've got to go back and face the rest of the world, get your other stuff done. The time that was spent with me is over, but it's a refreshing moment. And so the same way the customers are excited for the amount of time we spend together, I am too. It's just getting those little spurts of time where I get to spend with different people, learn what they do, just get to know them. And when you're inside someone's vehicle, you really are in their private space. So it's a personalized relationship. Even though it doesn't last long, it is a relationship that needs to be built, because that's your private space. Someone in your car, someone in your home. It's you have to trust them, and you have to trust them to get you going and leave you whole.
That's right. Thank you for that. All right, you convinced me. All right, Cooking with Mimi. Why would I choose that place? Tell us.
Everything about cooking with Mimi Aces is customized, and it's customized for every single client. I have, of course, a generic version of a contract. However, there's a lot of free space for me to put exactly what the request is. Most caterers And of course, with the school, I am offering the one-on-one. But with a lot of my clients, I'm not asking anybody to come to me. I will come to you and sit in your home and listen to your needs. And I'm going to probe and I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask for uh, your dietary needs, your health conditions, to make sure whatever I'm cooking for you is going to be of benefit to your body versus sending you to the hospital. I am not a person that's afraid to take a small job. You have individuals out here that will not do business if it's not a set amount, if it's not a certain number of people. That is not me. Some of these smaller events happen to be one of the most personable, private, and intimate um, events that I have had. So you're gonna get a definite part of me. The food is cooked by me. The class is taught by me. I don't have anyone that is under me. Everything dealing with me, whether it be my catering or the virtual classes, is done by me personally. So you get a part of me in every single aspect of the process.
All right. Thank you for that. As you can see, I'm trying to do some over here that I'm failing at. All right, that is awesome. So now this is what I want you to do before we get up out of here. I want you to speak to the audience. I'm going to start with you, Lady Locksmith. To those persons who are sitting on the sideline, who may not have just yet what it takes to launch out and start, or for those who have launched, but maybe they got spanked a little bit and they're timid. And also, there's something that maybe we did not cover. This is your opportunity to say whatever you want to say about your business, about yourself. But I do want you to speak to the audience on those things, please.
Oh man. Let's see. What would I say to someone who is apprehensive about moving forward in whatever business? Just wake up and do it again. Just the same way you go downstairs, or you go in your home and you go in your kitchen and you try to make something, make anything, make some progress. Every little bit does count. Every little bit goes towards the end game. And as you do the little bit, you find out what bit you like the most and just keep adding to that bit. You know, I don't I don't have a secret recipe. I don't have an answer, but I do know that life requires and demands energy that we owe it. Living requires an energy that we owe back to this universe. We're here to give back. So find out where you can give back without losing yourself.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Army.
Let's see where to start. First of all, I'm a bit of a dreamer, and I'm very spontaneous in most of the things that I do. Um, I'm a person that is a visionary, and if I wake up and it says God says move, I am that person. Many times we get stuck on approvals or waiting for support that we will never get. Um, Waiting on, okay, in another week I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Start writing and manifesting and praying and believing on it, speak it into existence. And once you start making that a regular activity, a daily activity, then you'll be prompted to go ahead and begin. For me, it's just like it came to me. And when something comes to you and you've had all the signs, I just act on it. In this life, especially in the pandemic, our days are numbered, period. But now they're numbered more than ever. um, this is the time to move forward and invest into yourself, invest into your dreams, and start to sit back and think of the simplistic things. Like my business, this is a brand new business. It's not where I want it to be, but I had to start. You know, you'll never fail if you don't start. You know, give yourself a plan. Okay, I'm going to have this portion done in this month. Then the following month, I'm going to have this portion done. But once you start, you begin to be so amazed with yourself. You may find energies. You may found gifts and abilities within yourself that you didn't even know that you had. But I encourage everyone to try and start. You know, start with the little things and work your way up to the big things, because nothing is gonna beat a failure but a start, a try. You know, just try.
Amen. Well, listen, ladies, I truly thank you for your time and your information. Audience, I want you to be very, very familiar with these names. Cooking with Mimi, and I'm going to show you a banner. I was trying to get those banners right for for Lady Locksmith, but you see, I was a miserable failure at it. So, Lady Locksmith, I tell you what I'm going to do. After we get off of the air, I'm going to load those into the chat so that when people
Okay.
go back and see it, they'll see your logos and all that kind of stuff in your in the chat. But I truly appreciate the audience. Also, audience, you've been great. We thank you for your viewership. We hope that you have learned something about these tremendous Black business owners. These are two young ladies who have stepped out on faith. And you heard what Mimi said. I asked her what she reads. She said, "I read the Bible." And you know what? That's an answer that is simplistic, but to the point. And I tell you, it may be the best answer that I've had to that question. So I
Thank you.
appreciate that. If you're reading the Bible, you're going to get a whole lot of things right. And I'm a witness. And when you stray away from it, eh, I'm a witness to that too. So, ladies, I do thank you for your time. I appreciate you as entrepreneurs, as business owners. You are doing a great, tremendous thing for your families and for the communities. And I want to encourage our audience at every opportunity that you can. Make sure you support these businesses. Now, listen, Army is going to be up here with us for Juneteenth. She's going to have a table, and I cannot wait to see what she brings. Oh my. And to be a little unfair to you, but very fair to me, I'm going to invite Army to come to my house. You can use my house to do the prep. We got a little apartment down here in the basement. Won't nobody mess with you. I just have to be your taster.
I
That's
got
the
you.
deal. That's the deal. And Lady Locksmith, for you and any other business owners that you know that might want to be a part of the Juneteenth celebration that we're having up here, if you want to come up as a vendor and get a table, hey, listen, this is not a bad place to be known for your business. So we leave that open for you. I do want to tell you right before we get off of the air, I'm going to put this flyer up on June 18th, right here in King George, Virginia. Well, I'm in Stanford, but King George is not far, at the historic Mount Bethel Retreat Center. And that's at 17420 Mount Bethel Lane in King George. We're going to have our Juneteenth celebration. That's going to be Saturday, June 18th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. right there on the Retreat Center grounds. Heart for the Community, PD 16 Perspective, and Enough are going to host this event. If you want to come by way of a vendor table, the vendor tables are only $35. Now, for those of you who've been vendors before, you know you cannot beat that price. So if you want to be a vendor, please reach out. We will get you in contact with the right people. If you own a food truck and you want to come and do your thing, come on, reach out and we'll get you in contact with the right persons. Now, also, you got a classic car? You want to show off your car? You want to be part of a car show? Let us know. And we're going to make sure you get to the right person. We're going to have a great time on June 18th. And I just want to make sure that you know that. Ladies, I really do appreciate your time. Audience, I appreciate your time. We'll be back next week on the 6th. On the 6th, we're going to continue with the 2022 Heart for the Community Initiative Black Business Showcase or Black Business Spotlight. February could not contain us. I'm still developing shows. People, matter of fact, since I've been on the air, there's been a person to contact me waiting for a date. Brother from Cali Elite, I'm working on it, brother. I got you. I'm going to get back with you. I promise. So February could not contain what we're doing here. We appreciate everything everybody's doing. All right. Until next time, may God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Y'all have a great evening.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye.